What's up, everybody? My name is MrPuppeteer, and today we're going to be reacting to 3 videos, all pertaining to the new Hellboy game. I think it's called Web of Wyrd. It's from the Game Awards show. This is the trailer, but we're also going to react to 2 other videos. They're all pretty short. It's not going to be that long of a video, but I wanted to just kind of react to this. The game comes out in 4 weeks, on October 4th. I'm definitely going to play it. I love everything Hellboy. I've drawn him multiple times. I've loved the movies, even the most recent one. And I was actually even wanting to make my own Hellboy game. And I was like, oh, I just pictured like a cemetery, and it's more like kind of like God of War-esque, because I loved Injustice Hellboy. I loved that they like that look that they got for him. And I also hated the movie games, so I wanted like a balance of like an actual good Hellboy game. And I was watching the award show, and I happened to watch this trailer, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And so I wanted to officially react to it and watch these other 2 videos that happened to talk about the game as well. So enough rambling. I feel like I'm just spewing words now, but here we go. But yeah, it's supposed to like look just like the comics.
Nightmares come from.
And it's all like this visual style of very dark blacks.
When your people huddled around the first campfire and stared out into the dark.
I wonder what engine it's made in.
You created us
Whoa!
to stare back.
Oh, I love the reds. Oh, that's clean. So I'm definitely gonna play this. I might stream it.
Me? I'm mad.
It was cool leading up to the voice, but the voice was kind of lackluster. Oh, so it looks like Sisu-esque. Hellboy Web of Wyrd. Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Steam, everything basically. So as you see in the photos, like, man, they really lean hard on the blacks, and then they lean hard with the reds. I just love like all the different shades, and then the yellow eyes, and I just love everything. It actually like makes me want to like go get a Hellboy comic myself. But yes,
There are a lot of
should probably turn it up just a little bit.
areas, in his timeline. But my feeling is if
This
people
dude looks like a
want to be
scientist.
part of the real Hellboy, they can. If they want to consider it a part of a parallel
Oh, see, it looks so awesome.
universe of Hellboy, they can. But I think it's not one of those things where it reinvents Hellboy to be a completely different universe. So
Yeah, it's kind of like a God of War Sisu-esque.
I mean, Hellboy gets pretty weird, and this should get pretty weird too because it's a roguelike, which has a certain amount of randomized elements to it. I'm curious, sort of, with each.
This dude
round,
also on the right looks
what
like Dave
stays the same
Portnoy.
and what changes?
So Hellboy himself, he can upgrade some of his abilities.
The
and
crown.
Also how strong he is, for example, how resilient he is. Also, he has weapons and charms that he can take into the word with him, and he can augment those as well. So there's a little bit of customization for each of your runs that you get to do.
Pretty interesting style, but I'm sure like once you play it enough, you just kind of get used to it. But like they keep the flashing to it, just so like, whoa. I'm like, what am I looking at?
We don't want you to learn the levels and become better in that way. We want you to still feel that there's a level of discovery each time you descend into the word itself.
Nice. Now, there's some very cool creatures that we saw in action. Are there any sort of returning creatures from the comics that we should know about?
We're very lucky that we had a blank slate in that.
Oh.
For that, and that also meant that we were free in a way to come up with characters that.
I don't think I've seen the person actually shoot in the gameplay.
And also feel like, say for example, the BPRD members, that these are
Oh, there you go.
who also working would be there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would say it's always good when these things work completely independently. The more you try to connect them, the more trouble.
Looks so cool.
I have.
Can't wait to
everybody
play in 4
has
weeks.
with, does this character appear, you know, in the comic, or is it, you know, it doesn't quite jibe with the comic, you know, stuff. So it's nice that Hellboy has a lot of room around him to create new cast of characters.
Now, the aesthetic for this game is one of the most striking things about it. The cell-shaded look feels just totally like perfect.
But I do like it though. I'm not knocking it.
Was it like this when they showed it to you, or was there ever like a version that had more gradient? Did you give them notes on how to make it really have that Mike Mignola look?
No, I mean, I believe the first thing I saw was very much like this. I have no idea how many iterations it went to before they showed it to me, and historically,
I just love the colors.
I'm not a fan of people trying to imitate my work, but what struck me so much with this was not that they just got the surface detail of what I do, but the feel, the mood. It was clear that they had analyzed not just
the way they move in the game is very weird. It was like wasn't really matching up to their feet, like the footsteps. They were just like gliding.
And mood, and they understood why I was doing what I was doing.
Now, I feel like with cel-shaded games, they often have this wonderful, like, high contrast look, but then they get a little bit fancy and throw in, like, particle effects or, like, too many shaders or something like that. Was there ever an iteration of this game where you were playing with that, or was it always the mission to kind of commit to this, like, just dark, stark shadow look?
There have been challenges. There's obviously what Mike does in 2D doesn't wholesale work with 3D.
I mean, this looks pretty good for
tricks in video games we can do for
2D to
depth of field, and we had to sidestep that in terms of how we created environments.
It almost gives me like beautiful Joe vibes as well.
This is one of Lance Reddick's final roles. He's portraying Hellboy.
Oh, what?
Incredible
Oh, wow.
guy.
That I didn't know.
How would you say his portrayal compares to David Harbour or Ron Perlman's version, or the version in your head?
You know, none of them match the version in my head, because the version in my head is so abstract. It's just my voice. So I was a huge fan of Lance's work. When they told me that Lance was going to do it, I was very excited. It was not something I would have thought of, but it worked like crazy. He was a different Hellboy, but he was.
I mean, I haven't really heard him since I known that, but
I
I didn't know it was Lance Reddick. I'll tell you that.
So it's always exciting to me to see people bring their own version of Hellboy, because I can't tell you what Hellboy's supposed to sound like. He's a fictional character. He lives inside.
I like how when he was like a little bit back, it was more red, and then when he went to the next light, it was like all normal looking.
I feel like he has a deep voice. You know, I don't really see him as being much of a falsetto, but you know.
And Lance is just such a wonderful character actor. I mean, I always think of him as like the character in John Wick or something like that. And
Weak.
Elegance
John Wick.
Which I would never associate with
The
Hellboy.
abs look a little weird to me,
Unfortunately, I got to watch
but
him,
that's like the only thing I feel weird about. Because like the when he's like show him from the side, it looks so flat. It just looks like someone spray tanned them. So
Well, thank you so much. I'm very much looking forward to Hellboy.
I would have just preferred maybe like a
Wyrd?
belly, if anything.
Wyrd. Anyway, we've got lots more
Web of
Gamescom
Wyrd.
Studio coming.
So this is one more video. This is basically like showing how they adapted from the comics into the game, and it's also IGN. So this is all IGN. So thank you IGN for the free video. Also, just notice my green screen. There we go. Whoa.
Hellboy Web of Wyrd is a roguelike brawler.
Sorry, I was fixing the quality.
Toe-to-toe brawler where you play the eponymous Hellboy.
See, I like that look right there.
Punching his way out of it.
The comics have heavily inspired the game. We absolutely love Mike Mignola's work. Something that's never been seen before in video games, and we love the challenge of bringing his comic work to life.
Adapts the comics.
Mike Mignola does an amazing job of taking a still image and showing you so much movement in that one image. A lot of it is taking those images and adding the in-betweens.
Yeah, because I always wanted to import from Injustice 2 that Hellboy look, because he looks so good.
So it's not like
That was like the first time that they like kind of made him look weird. I mean, you know, how he originally looks, but it looks good.
One of our books, which has been very, very well thumbed through, where I'm like, this is the feeling we want to have. And it's that feeling of Hellboy looking up at this great big werewolf who's appeared from inside a human in a really scary, horrible way. We want to get the player to have that moment and make that the focus of a lot of the action.
The unique thing about this character, he's got this big right fist. Yeah, will give you that chance to wall up some stuff.
And it's all built with those big guys in mind.
He's a brawler, you know, he can take a hit. He's one of these people that will take a hit,
So block,
get up and
dash.
throw a bigger one. So trying to get in that mindset of just being,
Crap,
like,
this guy is
not
big.
really thinking
That's
about
what he
his
said.
punches. He's just going at it. Tavern baller.
I do this like a
Not
teenager.
really thinking about what his moves are. He's not precise in what he does. He's just throwing punches left and right.
Could have just stayed out of my way.
He's
Wow,
quite
that actually doesn't even sound like
honest,
Lance Reddick.
and there aren't an awful
I would
lot
never
of
thought that.
Very tanky kind of characters that you get to play. So we're really trying to lean into that aspect of the gameplay and this feeling of big versus bigger. Like Hellboy's 7 foot tall, but when he's up against an 11-foot werewolf or whatever, he's still.
He even like
a little
moves
guy,
like in
so
weird
wants
frame
to
rate.
Capture that feeling of a monstrous fight, essentially. It's Goliath versus Goliath.
Times two.
Goliath squared. Yeah.
What's more
Oh.
interesting, perhaps, is in the roguelite aspect. We have taken inspiration from a guy called Joris Dormans, who does this thing called cyclic dungeon generation, which I don't know if too many people have used before for the procedural generation, but it makes some really interesting systems where instead of just starting at the beginning of a level and then just running outwards, you can tend to have to double back on yourself to find items, then progress forward, unlock doors, and carry on. I think the inspiration for that really is almost a Zelda-like system. You engage with the world and you have to find things, and then that leads more into feeling like a detective, if you can, as Hellboy. So that helps to
Interesting.
balance the two of, it's a brawler, but then there's also these sort of investigative elements.
I want to make sure that it's a very welcoming roguelike. You don't have to just get as far as you can every single time. We structured it in a way where you can feel like you're getting a good sense of progression, you're seeing lots of the game, and then later on we really start saying, well, now you know the ropes, can you do this?
Yeah. I like how they like elemental damage. Or they react to it, I mean.
So without spoiling too much, we've got some of our friends at the BPRD who are calling Hellboy in to help out with a concerning supernatural situation that is going to take a little bit more than a couple of humans to figure out. They need like his specific set of skills. So you as Hellboy are coming along to help rescue a lost agent in the field and then figure out what is going on with this strange other space that he's found himself stuck in.
Like, look at his abs.
We approached bit design. It was always in the back of my mind, what would Hellboy do, or what makes this Hellboy?
That's honestly been like my favorite bit, is getting to expand on like all of the cool world that already exists. We've got a couple of new
Yeah, I like when he gets hit, he
team
turns like a
members
bluish
who, like, help you out along
hue.
the way and are your voice in your ear from time to time to, make sure you're still on track and give you your little bits of lore. That's kind of where you can learn more about the history and the kind of expanded lore. And then we've got a couple of more supernatural new friends who you'll meet as you're going out and adventuring and going on runs and stuff.
There's a lot sort of to unravel and to learn about the characters, and it unfolds throughout playing the game over time. We have cinematic moments, but to reference another game, like similar to Hades, where there's just so much dialogue in the game, there's so much to learn, so much to hear about from the characters. It doesn't just unfold in the sort of classic cinematic way. As you progress through the game, you've also got to do many
Like
things
that.
within the world and unlock different bits of dialogue.
What we're really trying to do is make
Photo.
the most Hellboy game you could possibly make. All the hits, it's got like falling through floors, and
Whoa.
landing on his head, and the right hand of doom, and lots of punching.
Yes, I like the skull like crown. This person just got a Steam achievement. So yeah, that's Hellboy Web of Wyrd. It comes out literally in 4 weeks, October 4th. I'm excited to play it. Literally October is Hellboy, and then at the end of October is Metal Gear, and then like a week from today is Mortal Kombat 1. So I'm gonna try to play all those and maybe stream it, make some videos out of it. I tried to make a video with Dead by Daylight Alien, but that didn't really work out too well because I ended up playing against a good alien. So, or a nice alien, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for Hellboy stuff like I am. Let me know what you think about this. Are you gonna play this? Do you even like Hellboy? And if you want to see the drawing, maybe I'll put it in a short, because I've been doing a bunch of those, so you can go watch that on my YouTube channel that you're already watching. Okay, see you next time. Bye.